The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
There's a piece at the Canada Free Press, Judy McLeod, warning the threat of suspended elections is real. A dangerous new chapter is being written in American history that, if successful, is destined to impact the history of the West. It's called re-election by suspended election revolution. With absolutely no proof of any kind of who he really is, Barack Obama made it to the Oval Office in 2008. There was no media vetting of the largely absentee senator from Illinois, who even back then had the temerity to compare himself to Abraham Lincoln. All anyone ever had to go on was an autobiographical book, now suspected of being ghost-written. We all know how it goes with politicians and autobiographical books. When Nancy Pelosi writes hers, she'll claim that she trumps Mother Teresa, the Calcutta saint, not the one married to John Kerry. If Harry Reid ever gets around to it, writing his, wine will turn to vinegar overnight. You can claim to be anyone you want to be in a book, and that's what Barry Soetoro did. This is Judy McLeod again, the Canada Free Press. The point is that Barry Soetoro took the name Barack Hussein Obama, got himself elected, immediately began pushing the country that so many look up to, right up to the precipice, and nobody's been able to stop him. Now, when we have a narcissistic Obama plunging in the polls, a Democrat governor in North Carolina is pushing the envelope for suspending elections and covering up a notion that she dropped a bombshell by claiming she was only using hyperbole to make a point for a Rotary Club. If the election were held tomorrow, Obama would go down in a landslide, strikingly more humiliating than the shellacking he and his party got, and never got over, in the midterms. Ed, I'm going to change up the soundbite order, since now this is the second person to say Obama will go down in a landslide. Let me find this. It's looking for Charles Krauthammer. Grab audio soundbite 11. No, number 12 first. June 7th of this year, on this program, your host, I.L. Rushmo, offered this. The question that I'd like to ask to all of you liberals, and I know you're out there. You know you're here. I know you're here. You're here every day. On what basis does Obama deserve re-election? On what basis has Obama earned your vote? On what basis? Of all the things that this regime has done, what is it that you want more of? What is it that's making everybody so ecstatically happy or supremely content that you want more of it? You know, the popular election slogan, re-election slogan, 4 more years of this? What do we want 4 more years of? I can't think of a single thing that we want 4 more years of from this administration. There's nothing that would recommend this guy is landslidable defeatable. June 7th of this year. I think Cookie found that was probably my first such utterance. June 7th. Now, it seems like I said that earlier, but I will go with it. June 7th. I.L. Rushmo. This guy's landslidable. Last night on the special report with Brett Baer, the all-star panel at Fox News. Brett Baer talking to Charles Krauthammer. For Democrats in polls, not only our poll, but Gallup. The excitement about the 2012 race, the disparity between Democrats and Republicans is significant, Charles. That has to be concerning for the White House.
I think even worse for Obama than the decline in the intensity of support among Democrats, because after all, where are they going to go? They're going to, on election day, they'll be out there for him, is the number on independents. The number on independents is just staggeringly bad. 31% approval of independence. Obama won the election in 2008 on the basis of independence. And the first hint of trouble came in the off-year elections at the end of 2009 in Virginia and New Jersey, where independents in states that had gone Obama win 2-1 against Obama. And I think if Obama cannot rise from the 31% approval he has among independents, he's going to suffer a landslide.
Oh, and everybody in the D.C. media, Krauthammer is landslidable. Well, we here are on the cutting edge. And we told you back in June he was landslidable. And now, Judy McLeod, Canada Free Press, Obama would go down in a landslide if the election were held tomorrow. So this is now becoming common. This has become almost conventional wisdom. However, the 2012 election is not tomorrow. It's more than a year away. The man who made it all the way to the most powerful office on earth without any identity documents has all the money, the absolute power it brings at his command. This is Obama's well-stocked position at a time when only suspended elections would guarantee his re-election. So, North Carolina Governor Bev Perdue was not joking when she spoke about suspending elections, nor did she pick the idea out of thin air. Perdue was giving the suspend congressional elections idea its first oxygen for her hell-bent-for-leather boss. Remember now, nothing is impossible when all the control is held by a tyrant. This is in a Canadian publication. Obama and his masters already pulled the biggest scam on any country in modern times by making it to the White House without legitimate ID. A dangerous new chapter is being written in American history that, if successful, is destined to impact the history of the West. It's called re-election by suspended election revolution. This babe, Judy McLeod, Canada Free Press, actually thinks this is a strategery, that it is a stratagem, that it is a gambit that is being hatched in the darkest corners of the Oval Office in the White House. I find it fascinating. Fascinating. This is what happens, folks. This is exactly the kind of thing that happens when you get tyrants and authoritarians in office. She said it. You know, the thing that we can't forget here, Bev Perdue said it. Now, you might think she's a dork. You might think she's an idiot, and she may well be. I have the slightest idea. I don't know anything about her, other than she's the governor of North Carolina, and I know some people who live there, what they think of her. But she said it. And then she tried to cover it. Oh, I was just joking. And it was sarcasm. It was hyperbole. She said it. And she gave reasons for it. A Democrat said it. Look at these people, in a way, are like Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. They are going to tell us what they're going to do. They do tell us what they would like to do. It's up to us to deal with it. It's up to us to believe it or cast it aside because it's not right. That's kooky. It can't possibly be true. Yes, it can. You don't think these people would suspend elections if they could get away with it? Elections are going to lose? Gotta go. We'll be back. I'm going to get to your phone calls when we come back.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.